Mr. Joe Hernandez, President and CEO of Innovative Biosensors Incorporated in Rockville, Maryland, also speaking on behalf of the Biotechnology Industry Organization. Mr. Hernandez.
Good morning, Chairman Nye. Good morning, Ranking Member. I appreciate the opportunity to share a little bit about my story. Sorry. I'm an entrepreneur, so I have to figure this thing out right. Appreciate the opportunity to share a little bit about our story and my personal story with relation to early stage companies, especially in the biotech industry. I currently serve as the president and CEO of a local company by the name of Innovative Biosensors, and I'll tell you a little bit about the company in a second, but my history, this is really my third involvement in early stage biotech companies. I was involved early on in a company by the name of Affymetrix in the Silicon Valley area. We developed a revolutionary technology to really put the human genome on a computer chip, and that technology has been used to really explore the nuances and the complexity of the human genome. So we really started that company and funded it through some early government funds. The second company I was involved in was also in Maryland, by the name of Digene, and that company developed the first FDA-approved cervical cancer diagnostics for human papillomavirus. So a very important tool in the healthcare arena, and I would argue one of the most important diagnostics in the last 10 years or so. So this is my third company. This particular company is involved in the area of rapid infectious detection. We're a 4-year-old company. We were originally funded by DARPA, started out at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, published in the journal Science. This is a real vetted technology from a technology perspective. Our technology, we're very proud in the fact that our technology is a truly deployed technology. We are deploying our technology in a very critical infrastructure within the National Capital Region for bioweapons protection. I can't go into any further details on that technology application, obviously, but it is a technology that has its genesis really in the early government programs. We're a 20-person company. We raised about $20 million in venture capital and several rounds of financing. And our personal story is that we received a phase 1 back in 2005 for the development of a rapid prion test for mad cow disease, if you guys are familiar with that disease. Unfortunately, we could not move to a phase 2 program because the venture requirements that currently exist that prohibited us from really moving forward on that development. And unfortunately, we did not move forward on that project. You know, the SBIR program plays a very important role, as Mr. Biddle alluded to. First of all, it's a validation for private capital. It really removes some of the technical diligence that some of these firms have to do to validate that this technology is real. So it does play that important role. It funds projects that are just too risky for private capital, and I think had it not been for the phase 1 SBIR, we probably would have not done the first project. So it really allows us to take on those high-risk projects, and it really is a great tool for innovation. It allows us to be able to really push the envelope of science and technology with capital that I think ultimately, as these technologies move, it benefits society as a whole. So I have a couple of recommendations here as we're suffering through what I call the Grand Canyon in death. The Valley of Death is no longer existent. It's gotten bigger. We have a couple of recommendations. The first thing is that we need to increase the size of these awards. As a company, time is money, and there's a time value of money, so we really need to make sure that these funds are worthwhile in terms of size. We need to reinstate the eligibility of a majority of VC-backed companies. I think that's really important. We are a capital-intensive business. We depend on our good friends like Mr. Biddle here to support our endeavors, and we shouldn't be prohibited from really targeting those types of application. I would argue that if you had that aspect reinstated, you would have more competitiveness, and I think you would have better quality SBIR programs by definition. I think the clarity around affiliation rules is really important. Just because we are invested, we're part of a portfolio of 10 companies does not mean we have relationships with any of those companies. It's truly a unique and different investment. We need to maintain agent flexibility. These agencies know what they're doing with regards to what's important in their respective fields, so we need to allow them to do that. And then we need to speed the response. In our business, as I said, time is money. We are capital intensive. We burn lots of money on a monthly basis. And every month that goes by that we don't hear from the SBIR grants, it really costs us a lot of money. So we want to make sure that we expedite the process. So with that, I thank you for the opportunity. I'd be happy to answer any additional questions. And again,